Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to the Hall of Fame Challenge. My name is Casey Sports. I hope you're having a great day. And I'm back a little bit earlier than I wanted to be. I wanted to be probably towards this kind of area in the league. So why have I started all the way back here? Well, first of all, we're having a pretty good season. You know, 3 wins, 1 loss. That 1 loss coming to Connor's Quay. Only by the 1 goal. You can't complain about that. 5-3, 3-1 and 2-1. And we come up against TNS 4 games into the season and they are in 4th place on 8 points. What's so impressive about this? And why should we have to care about facing Compton at Celtic, who we should comfortably beat? And that was why I wanted to skip ahead. Well, the reason being is that once again, as I'm sure you probably all expected, I did not get, it doesn't show you, but no, I did not get that coaching badge agreed with. So the feeling is we definitely need to be leaving this job sometime soon. Owen is loyal, but he isn't loyal to a fault, and he is aware when clearly the wool is being pulled over his eyes. And if you look here down in Wales, a lot of these teams you'd expect us to be able to join. No club is over the 1-star rating. Apart from TNS, 1.5 star. They are the one team who are that little bit more reputable. Clearly one of the top teams in Wales. But they are suffering these last couple of seasons. Well, last season finished in 2nd place. And this season could well finish lower. And so Craig Harrison, you've got to think, is not entirely comfortable in his job. A win here could really cement us as a possible candidate for a new TNS manager. So that's why I wanted to come back for this game. Because, well, quite simply, there's nothing better than the possibility of managing the best team in the league and maybe taking them somewhere into Europe. And also being able to sign real players. But let's talk about the transfers. You just saw a little sneak peek there. But we have lost a couple players since we last left off. Of course, you saw Evan Cadwallader. Darren Green also left the club, 15 years old. You didn't even get to see him play a professional game for us. 15 years old, a very exciting young player. And I'm very thankful that we are clearly developing these players through the setup, but I'm fuming that we weren't able to keep him for at least 1 season. Very quickly just reset the skin colours there. But yeah, as you can see, now that you can actually see the stats, physically this guy's very good, but it's these mental attributes that can really make or break a fullback in my opinion. The technical attributes aren't all too important. I believe we have also released a player or two. Doesn't look like it. I felt like we lost more players. Well, no, we did. Of course, we also lost Yanis Lewis. He is headed off to Stockport. The 17-year-old, really great player. Had a really good season for us last year and was starting to maybe create something. With that 7.2 in the league, 6.7. Only got the 1 league game in this season before Stockport picked him up. And so, yes, we've lost 2 very good youngsters there to the youth setup of a few of the England teams. We also lost Brandon Roberts, which I was not all that upset about. Not a very good player. Definitely some potential there, but we've got so many good strikers. Who did we bring in to replace him, though, is a much happier story. I believe you already saw Alfie Taylor joining the club, but this man, he is incredibly good. So I believe, yeah, you saw him join, but we have brought in 3 more players. Number 1, a new striker to replace Yanis Lewis, is Craig Pritchard. A striker with only 4 finishing may not seem all that intriguing, especially when he only has 5 passing, but mentally and physically you were talking about another very good player. If he was a little taller, I feel like this guy would have a lot in his arsenal. But at 5'6", there could definitely be some problems. But last time out, a 7.4 average rating with an assist. So keep your eye out on maybe a little bit of an unsung hero. We also brought in Ryan Bartley from Derby on a free transfer, of course. This guy looks so good. Very good centre back. 6'2", 20 years old. He partners up with Alfie Jones. And you've 1 second. And you've got to think this guy here could absolutely make or break our season defensively. And last but certainly not least, Ethan Vaughan has joined from Solihull Moors. As you see, last year he was at Pontypridd. Only had a 6.47 rating for Pontypridd, but now 21 years old, won't be as reliant on him, but he comes in to strengthen up that right back position after the loss of Sean Wilson. But right back isn't... Wait, did I even show you? Yeah, we lost Sean Wilson. I don't know if you saw that or not. Very sad times. Yeah, I don't know why, but the dates just aren't clicking. But yeah, we lost Sean Wilson. Very good player. Really sort of forced his way into the league team, which I like. We had a few other options, and he just kept on proving himself. So Ethan Vaughan is in, a potential right back, and a very good player at that. But is he our number one right back? No. I have decided to try and utilise Dixon Kabongo. We have a lot of very good midfielders, and Kabongo kind of encapsulates everything I want in a right back. He's decently physical, he's good at marking, that's probably his best attribute. Great tackling, passing, vision, work rate, stamina. Everything you could possibly want in a right back we have. By moving him there, it's allowed us to have new, better players in the midfield, such as Joe Andrews from Southampton. This also puts in Leo Smith, and Gethin Jones has his spot here in that ball-winning midfield role. Tom Dyson on the bench as well, a very exciting midfield option. So, without a doubt, I feel like our team is starting to get stronger and stronger by the minute. As we head into this game against TNS, I'm not confident enough to say this is a guaranteed win, but defensively, we look very good. Midfield-wise, we look very good. And offensively has always been our strongest point. In terms of these star ratings, it doesn't tell you the whole story. But when a player like Gethin Jones or Aled William is only 2 stars, you know how good this team is at its peak. Do you think we can get this first win? I'm not entirely sure, but I think this is as good a chance as we're ever going to get. Here we go. As I say, if we can get this win over TNS and basically just keep them out of like that top 3, and that's the goal. If we can keep TNS out of the top 3, not even keep ourselves in it. Tom King's in goal. Big fan of Tom King. Very good little goalkeeper. If it's the right one. Yeah. Very good keeper. But yeah, if we can get them out to the top 3, that means we could maybe steal their job. It's interesting like that. First highlight though is for TNS. Hereford Lockett, we saw him last season run us ragged. Reed now finds Hereford Lockett again. Finley, Alfie Jones clears. Back to Williams. And it's 1-0. And that was a very easy goal to... I don't even know how to describe that. It just felt like we wanted them to score. You know, we clear that. Good work there by Taylor. He just picks up the ball, takes a couple steps. Ben Haynes maybe should be doing better. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little weird by the way, a little bit muffled, a bit stuffly. I do have a slight cold, nothing too serious, and I'm hoping it won't like ruin the episode. But if I cough, as I did before, just know I'm not being rude. I am ill. Still only the 1 goal, 26 minutes in, and I completely believe we have the ability to turn this around. Gonna change Leo Smith to that central midfield role. and play Joe Andrews as a playmaker, just so we have at least someone who can like play the ball forward. Here's Craig Pritchard. Doesn't quite find Alad Williams, but Williams does collect. Drives forward, swings it to the back post, and there's Craig Pritchard, and that goal will stand. His first goal in the Cardiff Met uni colours couldn't come at a better time. Equals things up against TNS. Alad Williams turns provider. Such a good player, number 17. But very good movement there from Pritchard. That is my plan with him, is that he's going to be a bit more of an intelligent striker than anything. 1-1 at the break. You could not ask for anything better than that. And that keeps us all the way up in 3rd place. TNS falling to 5th. Alfie Taylor, the centre-back, tries to dink that one in. Doesn't quite work out. And now it is TNS's chance to attack. And Kumash has a lot of space. Lewis Kumash, who you'll all have seen now, be aware of. Reed cleared away there by Dixon Kabongo. Not having a bad game at all. Barney Sodi, though, I think he's going to be the first player to change. Kumash finds Young. All the way out wide here to Redmond. I think Danny Redmond it is. Marshall. Back to Williams, the goal scorer. Reed. TNS really patiently probing. Taylor, that was a good tackle. The referee there making a clear mistake as Young gets a chance from the penalty spot here to make this 2-1. Alfie Taylor completely won the ball, but Haynes sent the wrong way and TNS lead 2-1. That's frustrating. I felt like we did really good in terms of defending there. Gethin Jones not having his greatest game. Hope Akpan's going to come on. 2 just simple man-for-man changes. Not even bringing on 2 or 3 different players. Because I feel like we are doing well here. There's no need to panic and try and change everything. But now I think I'm going to panic and change everything. Harry Warwick comes on for Craig Pritchard. He's going to swap with Alad Williams, though. Joe Andrews will swap with Dixon Kabongo, and Ethan Vaughan's going to come on. And I'm also going to bring on Callum Reese for Ryan Bartley, who's not having a great game. Going to just try and encourage these guys. See if maybe we can create something. And we're going to go a little bit attacking. TNS, though, with the first highlight after those changes. It's a corner kick. Plays it short to Redmond. To Lewis Kumash. Could go for and does score there from the edge of the box. At this level, that is your main way to score goals, is just to have a shot on target, and the keeper probably won't stop it. But a great goal for the man who is starting to break onto the scene in real life, and whose dad is a personal cult hero of mine. As a Tranmere fan, believe me, I know all too well about Jason Kumash and Neil Dans. In fact, when Neil Dans came on and won that Carabao Cup game, sorry, they were gonna, like, this, fuck off! Oh, they're all fuming at me because of the fact I said, like, we were underdogs, don't worry about it. They never want to get told the bad, but they never want to get told the good. It's impossible. Yeah, like, they'd ask me, like, Sean Wilson held a lot of sway. Did he? I didn't know that. But yeah, when Jalen, is it Jalen Dans? Or Jaden Dans debuted, I immediately got a message saying, I'm sure you're going to be so proud of your boy. Like, he didn't even think Neil. He was just like, I'm sure you're so proud right now. And I was very proud because I am the proud sole member of the Neil Dans fan club. He's the best player ever. He runs around a lot and he is so funny when he tries to score. His kid's a lot better at finishing than Neil. Anyway, I'll see you for this game against Cumberland Celtic. And so we're back, and I realised, now, remember, it's been like a week since I've last recorded. To mention, I completely forgot to mention, Chris Venables is out for up to 4 months. A very bad injury, torn calf muscle. He'll be 40, I think, by the time he returns. Who knows if he will play for us again. That's why the striking position looks a little weak. We're also, of course, without Tom Price with a twisted ankle. That's why he's not in the midfield. Otherwise, of course, he would be. But I'm just looking for this team very quickly, trying to think who is going to be our options as we face this Cumberland Celtic, who I feel like we should beat. So I definitely want to make some changes. Hope Apan has said he really wants to start, and I will give him that time, just not right now. I am going to bring Callum Reese in for Bartley in 17, so definitely want to give him as much game time as he can get. We are only allowed 5 substitutes, so I'm going to have Kabongo on the bench because he is very versatile. Strong as well. I'm going to bring Strong on actually for Barney Sodi. Even though Sodi's younger, Strong is very good. And I still want to give him some game time. So I'm going to have a team that looks a little something like that, with Harry Warwick getting into the bench. But I also want to bring off... Andrews is quite young, 18. Maybe Leo Smith at 26. I think I'm going to bring Smith off for Mohamed Amir, who I actually really like as a midfielder. And he's going to play that central midfield role. Andrew's going to play the playmaking role, and it's going to be a debut today for Ethan Vaughan. I could also bring Wes Williams in as our new goalkeeper, 6'4" now. I think he was 5'10" last we saw him. But I'm going to stick with Ben Haynes and just play him as much as we can. And anyway, let's get into this here against Cumberland Celtic. I still want a relatively strong team so that I know we're going to win. Last thing I want to do is get knocked out of this cup far too early. That is genuinely one of my main goals, is just cup competition success. Right now, without able to get any coaching courses, it's the main way to try and improve our reputation. It also helps us slowly get on the board for that Hall of Fame. Taylor, Strong, Curtis Strong, of course, arguable that he should be starting week in, week out, as he was last season. Amir, and that is a debut goal for Mohamed Amir. A lovely finish. This is the best chance here to try and develop some of these very exciting young players we have in this team. No better chance than that. Curtis Strong with the assist. Now, we'll be honest, if he gets like a man of the match type of rating, Strong will start ahead of Sodi next game. I'm not sure how many rounds there are in this cup, but of course, with last season, how well we did in the Welsh Cup, I do feel like we have the ability to win it and go all the way with a good cup team. Amir out wide to Ethan Vaughan. Show us what you've got, mate. Geffen Jones. Lovely return pass there to Vaughan. Swings over the top. Craig Pritchard couldn't quite get there. Curtis Strong collects. Leads it to Amir. Goes for goal again. That time just over the bar. As we attempt to return to kind of our history there. A little bit of deja vu. Pow. Back to Tom Davies. Not Tranmere or Everton Tom Davies. I don't think. Georgievski. Oof. Off the wrong side of the post, out for a goal kick, and that didn't seem like much of a highlight to me. So if that's going to be the best Celtic can produce, I feel a little bit more confident. We're actually not playing as well as we should be. In fact, the best way to change that would be to play a little bit more positive, be more on the front foot. But yeah, first half 1-0, not a great start for this. No, I don't know if you guys can constantly on TikTok, which I will admit I am constantly on TikTok. When doing other things, it's like the perfect thing to just scroll by and not care about. But I am so sick, and have you guys been seeing this constantly? The name a player that I'm not thinking of type of questions. I hate them. They are the most boring, frustrating, annoying things in the world. Craig Pritchard here finds Williams, and we are through on goal. Come on, let's see what we've got. Aled Williams driving. It's not the greatest chance in the world. But I am so sick of them because they are so boring and basic. It'll be like, name a Norwegian player. And then you'll be like, oh, right, no, fucking Oscar Bob off the top of my head. And you'll go, Erling Haaland. It's like, you're not really guessing. And they'll just do like four really easy ones. And then they'll ask a question where there's like one answer to it. It'll be like, name English player playing for Real Madrid this season. And you're like, well, obviously it's Jude. Like, there's no other option. The left back he had is like, he played for Tranmere. I'm trying to think of his name. He's Spanish. Like, you could at most give him. It's not Frank Garcia. But I don't know. This is a fake one. But you get what I'm trying to say. I don't know why I'm very caught up on that. But I hate them so much. They're so boring. And they never feel like they achieve anything. And I'm just sat there for hours on end seeing these. And I can never, like, ignore them, if that makes sense. Like, I'll skip past two. And then a third one will pop up and go, for fuck's sake, I'll do this one. And then I get it all. Like, it's easy. I never once feel like I'm actually thinking. Do you know what I mean? Because all the questions are so basic. Like, name a Ballon d'Or winner. So I just have to, like, you'll see name a Ballon d'Or winner 8 times in a row when you're scrolling. And so you just keep saying the same name. You're never thinking. And then man the match performance there from Mohamed Amir thanks to his goal. Also ran the most, which I do really like. I was keeping an eye on that very quickly. I want to see his pass completion. No key passes completed. But I didn't see a lot of our game actually did go through him. You notice every pass we make eventually leads into Mohamed Amir. Rather than anyone else, it all came through Amir. So perhaps an argument there that he should be starting. Also an argument, a very strong one from Curtis Strong. And I think I am going to put Strong into our next game. But that'll be all for today. You've heard me complain about TikTok. You've heard me be very happy about Kumash and Dan's. And we've won one, lost one. But yeah, the main goal here is to try and move on at the end of the season. But if kind of the perfect job arises, one that makes sense. But, you know, so it doesn't have to be within Wales, but it does have to make sense. And I will be honest, I am not entirely focused on the idea of moving into England. That's not something I want to do. We do have, for example, the Chinese Super League here with CZ Mighty Lions. That's the type of job I'd love to take. And I have actually been thinking about Japan as a possible option, but maybe a move to China could be at least something. They only 4 days ago sacked their manager Xiao Junhee. Will we be heading off to China next time you see me? Well, I'll tell you this much. I don't want to move halfway through the season across the entire country. I want to at least try and finish out this season with Cardiff Met Uni, unless the perfect job opens up. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you again sometime soon. Have a great day.